Hello everybody and welcome back to the West Ham Network. I hope you are keeping safe and well as per usual. Anton here, giving you morning musings, and there's plenty to talk about because we're coming up to the interesting time of the season where it's transfers here, transfers there, transfers everywhere. We've got people heading out the door. We've got people coming in the door. We don't know who's coming in the door. We don't know how much money we've got to spend. We don't know nothing, and we're told that we know everything. And it is that, I suppose you could say, is it exciting? Is it worrying? Is it concerning? I don't know how you do it, but we'll get through it. We'll talk about it a little bit this morning, and you let me know by putting your comments in the comment section. No, but before I do that, do you know we are running a raffle? Yes, we are. You have your chance to win this exclusive and enter this exclusive draw, all for the single price of £5. Let me bring this up onto the stage so you can actually see it direct from the website itself. You can win this signed shirt from Jared Bowen. A donation will go towards the Ayrshire Cancer Support. So thank you so much for everyone that is currently entered this raffle. A donation will go to the Ayrshire Cancer Support, of course, supporting my dad through his diagnosis. So we appreciate it. And because of this, the prize is you can win the 2024 official club shop away shirt signed by the man himself, Jared Bowen, and it's scribed Bowen is on fire. You can see him signing the top there. All you need to do is click the link in the description. The last ticket will be sold on Sunday, the 18th of May at 8 o'clock, and we'll do the draw, and you could be in with a chance of winning this fantastic prize. It really is. So make sure you do go across and check out that prize like I said. So without further ado, let's get cracking on today's show. What are we talking about? Well, we're talking about players heading out the door at West Ham. West Ham are going to have nobody left. And what does that look like? We know that Soufal, we know that Creswell, we know Fabianski, we know Danny Ings is heading out the door. There's rumours of Paquetá situation, you know, even if he does get by and doesn't leave the club, gets out of his situation that he's in, we could be looking at him potentially being sold as well. You know, Russ gave us a show yesterday morning talking about Agard not wanting to come back to West Ham. You've got Zuma heading out the door, Ferguson's loan situation being terminated, Carlos Soler's loan being terminated. Clubs are going to come round sniffing around Mohamed Kudus, Rodriguez heading out the door, depending on what happens with, like I said, Paqueta's trial, him heading out the door. What's going to happen with Antonio? Is he going to be here? Andy Irving, is he going to want to sit and play that bit part player, or want to go out and go and build upon his career? Like I said, I don't even know if I mentioned Zuma there. There's up to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 players we're talking about here that could be heading out the door, and we need big changes. But what does that leave us with? It doesn't really leave us with much, but it leaves us with a rebuild, and we know this rebuild is monumental, and it needs to be monumental, and we need to bring in the average age down of this club. We do have returning players that have gone out on loan, have been very successful on their loan. Let's think of Freddie Potts, let's think of George Earthy, let's think of Callum Marshall as well. Will they be able to come in and set the standard of playing in the Premier League? They'll bring the average age down of the club, but is that the right reason for bringing them back in? Then we're talking about the model of what Brighton do. They look at all the other leagues around the world in Europe, and the lower average league. So you've got the French league, you've got the German league, you've got the English league, the Italian and the Spanish league, and then you're looking at all the other ones like the Belgian, the Danish, and all them sort of leagues. And that's the Brighton model. You go and buy a lot of the best talent you can from those leagues. You don't take as big risks, and if they work, then you've made a really big profit on them. You've got a very good player. And if they don't work, you sell for a mixture of either profit or the same amount of money. And if you take a loss, it's not a massive loss like the previous West Ham model before. But right now, we do know so many right now in these leagues are very, very good players. So from a bad situation of saying we have nobody left comes a potential good situation. And this is where it leads to. And this is my point to this video today. I am quite excited, and I'm not even joking when I say that. I know it's been crap. I know it's been underwhelming. I understand that. in an abundance, and I'm ready for change. We've needed change for a while. We've needed change for a few seasons, but here comes the biggest change we're going to go through. We've got the manager. He is staying whether you like him or not, and he's going to spend this summer building his team that he wants around that. We're going to have to be patient with that team as well, but like we all have said previously in the past, we need to ensure we can make these players play the West Ham way, and the West Ham way isn't necessarily about a particular style. It's about turning up and throwing everything on the line, putting everything on the line to show that you love this club and you want to be here for this club. And then, fingers crossed, if you do, you give 100%, you show what you are capable of doing on that park, and fingers crossed, everything else connects. The dots is all connect to West Ham progressively getting better and progressively moving up that league. Who would have thought that West Ham potentially could have 2 more winnable games this season, potentially finish 13th in the league after the crappy season we've had? We all know the situation with David Moyes. We all know the situation with Julian Lopetegui. We all know the situation under Graham Potter, but he is only working with what he's got and been given, and he's not working with his squad yet. Therefore, for me, patience is key. We've got to give him time to rebuild. Him and Kyle McCauley, they need to bring the average age down of this club, and they need to bring in better, younger, vibrant talent who can see, what we can do with this moving forward. So for me, I am in that exciting camp. I think it's going to be big. I'm glad we've made the decision to not renew contracts of specific players, and that means we can start to clear out, save ourselves some money, but be prepared. We're not going to be spending massively big money. I'm okay with that because I think we need to find the best talent, let the scouting network do their work, and look the best players in those leagues in at that time. So as much as I said we have nobody left, I think the excitement of what's coming in our door and the change and transition West Ham are about to go through this summer is something that I am quite excited about. I just hope that the man up the top practices what he preaches, and we know he doesn't. That's the unfortunate thing. Anyway, there's your short, sharp, straight to the point morning musings from Anton. Like I said, if you are interested in trying to get yourself into a fantastic prize draw to win this Jared Bowen signed top, there he is, signing the top. All you need to do is click the link in the description to enter our draw. It's £5 an entry. There will be donation to the Ayrshire Cancer Support, who have been supporting my dad and my family through my dad's diagnosis. But it's a 2024 official club shop away shirt signed by the man himself, Jared Bowen, inscribed with "Bowen is on fire." There he is. The last ticket will be sold on Sunday the 18th of May. So get in, get your raffle tickets purchased, all for the price of £5. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Take it easy, and of course, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, and come on, you irons.